are the key legal documents that are part of a sale? This is something that's really important for you to understand because some of these documents can be key areas of confusion. So common documents that will become part of your transaction starts off with actually an NDA. I forgot to put that in the list. So a confidentiality agreement or a non-disclosure agreement is actually where we start off because we want to ensure that buyers don't have access to confidential information about your business without having signed an NDA. Next, the next legal document in the pile is a term sheet. So the concept of term sheet is essentially the document where all the key commercial terms are set out between the buyer and the seller. This can be called many things. You may have heard it referred to more as a heads of agreement or a memorandum of understanding, a non-binding indicative offer, MBIO, that's another terminology for it, letter of intent, letter of offer, all of those sorts of terminology all mean the same thing effectively. It's this document that sets together the high level commercial terms that you've agreed between the buyer and seller. So next after that comes the sale contract. If you're in a business sale, that will be a business sale agreement. If you're in a share sale, that will be a share sale agreement, also referred to as an SPA. So there's some terminology that might be useful for you to be across. Other documents that we might have as part of a sale are contracting agreements or employment agreements if the seller is going to be engaged after sale. A lease. If you own the premises, you'll want to have a lease with the buyer, or if you don't own the premises, then you'll need an assignment of lease, of the current lease to the buyer. If you are retaining part ownership in the business, you'll also need a shareholders agreement, and that's a very important document. Even if you're planning to sell out to the buyer the rest of your ownership in the business in the next 12 months, 2 years, 3 years, you still need a shareholders agreement to govern your relationship for that period of time that you are jointly owning the business together. And also security documents. So security documents are particularly relevant if they're a deferred payment. So for example, payments that are being made by the buyer after completion, so that you have security for their payment. So that might be personal guarantees, or it might be a general security agreement over the business. There are many other types of documents that can form part of the transaction, but these are the key legal documents that we most generally use.